Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to the Media Files. Today, well, we got ourselves another PS3 haul. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff to finally be checked off of the old list. And what can we say? We got a nice small pile of goodies, so let's not waste any time, shall we? All right, so first up, now mind you, most of these games, they were pretty cheap. Yeah. Can't go wrong with cheap games, especially for, a system that is either you can get stuff for real cheap or expensive. So I decided to grab, I know a game, this is, although it's not really one of the best, games on the system, but you know what? I decided, hey, you know what? I need to add some movie-based games to my collection. And lo and behold, I love the movie. I know some people are kind of mixed on it, but, at the time when it came out, the animation was pretty much top-notch for its time. But, of course, I'm talking about Beowulf the game. Yeah. Paid only $3 for it. That's funny. It actually has a Sherwin-Williams sticker on there. I'm going to have to get that off. Yeah, apparently Sherwin-Williams sold video games at some point. Yeah. What can we say? Apparently this takes place between the 30 years during the movie, which or in between the movie where there's that time jump. So basically, it's everything that you basically is going to be taking place between the movies. So that'll be pretty cool. So, alrighty. So up next, we got one to add to my Tom Clancy collection. Yeah. Now I've not actually played a whole lot of these games, but I know this one in particular is right up there with lots of other great titles. But one I've been wanting to find for a while with with decent, with a decent cover and make sure that the case is all nice and whatnot. And lo and behold, I found it. So, which game am I talking about? I think this is the fifth game of the series. Yeah. We have Splinter Cell Blacklist. Yeah. This looks like a lot of fun, and I think it's the PS2 version, is completely different. So, yeah, from what I understand. Alright, so up next, this game, I've been trying to hunt this one down for a while, and I hated the fact that the other copy that they had stickers all over it, but I'm like, I'm not really going to complain too much. For $1.99, I'm like, why not? But the thing is, I'm a big fan of the movies, and of course, I love the composer of this, for the score to this game, done by none other than Paul Oakenfold. Yeah, of course, who did one of my favorite soundtrack albums, Swordfish. We've got The Bourne Conspiracy. Yeah, hopefully I can get those labels off of there. Alright, so up next, now this one, I'm not really a big sports person, but, but when I was watching some of Metal Jesus' PS3 recommendations, this one was definitely on his list, and then I'm like, hey, it actually looks kind of like a lot of fun, and it reminded me a lot of the Cool Borders games back in the PS1 era. So here we have SSX. Yeah, really cool snowboarding game. So I'm like, cool, why not? Let's give it a shot and see what it's like. So there we go. Up next, this game, I used to have this, well, not really this particular game, but I used to play this series way back in the day on the PS2. And what can we say? I'm like, it was marked at like $1.99, so I'm like, it's cheap, why not? Throw it to the collection. Here we have Unreal Tournament 3. Yeah, it kind of reminds me back of the old Quake days and whatnot. Then, excuse me. Jeez, choking on saliva here. Anyways, so then up next, this game, it was kind of funny. I kind of came across several copies of this, and they were all marked at like $5.99, $7.99, and then I came across the limited edition marked for $1.99. So I'm like, okay, I think I'll get that one because it's the limited edition, and it's actually the sequel to Warhawk, and actually this is kind of cool. I did not realize this when I picked it up. But also it includes the soundtrack, the original PS1 Warhawk game. I'm talking about Starhawk, the limited edition. Yeah, I'm like, that looks kind of cool. Now I gotta hunt down Warhawk for the PS3. And yes, I know that game is probably online only or whatever, but I'm like, you could still play one player with the computer or whatever. So, it's just mainly just to have for the collection. Alright, so up next, this one, definitely I'm trying to hunt this one down, because every time I tried to find it, it had that artwork, or the artwork, was taken out and replaced with like those, with those GameStop sleeves or whatever, and, me being a stickler, I'm like, I gotta have the artwork, but, no, I do have the first game. The first game is awesome. So here we have Infamous 2. Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. Now, this one is the creme de la creme. I've been trying to hunt this one down for a while, and I still have, to this day, my original PS2 editions of these games. But on top of that, though, those were games, they were a lot of fun. I mean, great platformers. I don't think I ever actually finished any of them, because I think my memory card got messed up, and never really had the time to go back. But now that it's been redone, or rather, remastered in, HD, here we have the Jak and Daxter HD Collection, which features all 3 original games remastered. And, it's going to be great going back down memory lane with these games. So, well, that does it for this small little update. With that, you guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and with that, I'll see you next time.